All right. All right. Welcome. Happy Friday. You guys come on in. Come on in. Hopefully, some more people are coming into the room. You guys know what it is. Scorpio Mo and I are back for our recap. Let me get Scorpio Mo in the room.
What's the
What's
word? Hey, hey.
up? How's your Friday been so far?
Long. This whole week has been long.
You said that last week. You had a
I
long
know
week.
these last. I don't know what's going on. I think it's the time going back, right?
Uh, uh,
I think that's it.
oh, man. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Ish. Hey, Miss Gingy. Hip Hop Inquirer was first. Thank you so much, Dennis. Keisha in love. You guys know KDM. It is, I don't know. Tonight's episode was interesting. First, I got to say, hey, Gun Boss. I got to say, we had a great time with Keith.
Yes, we did.
A time was had, as they would say. A time was had with Keith. Let us know with an XO if you enjoyed our conversation with our good brother Keith on Wednesday. Mo, what did you take from that conversation with Keith?
It was kind of mixed feelings. I believe Keith in some things, and some things
I believe Keith. I believe Keith with everything. I feel like Keith was being 100% honest and
about the process of the show itself. Yes, I'm saying the personal.
I believe he was telling the truth about everything with the personal, except I don't believe he's gone out of the country with anybody.
Exactly.
But he didn't lie. He just said it's none of your business, right? He just was like, I ain't saying it. He know good and well him telling us where he went with a girl was not going to make her new man jealous. But,
right. It was something else he said that kind of threw me off. But overall, I like Keith, man. I like Keith.
Y'all, the chat wasn't feeling Keith, except for a few people that watched in the after the show.
Well, what were they not feeling? I'm confused.
I don't know. You guys let us know before we get started on today. Because we saw Keith a little bit in today's episode. We knew Keith was going home because we knew Sharice was not with that. We knew Sharice, when he said he had went to Dallas, Sharice's face fell and we knew he was leaving. So for those of you that were giving, he did say Houston. That was hilarious. And he probably was not lying. For those of you that were not feeling Keith, what was it about him that you were not feeling? Because the ladies was not feeling it. And there was, he's definitely in shape. Who lazy?
In the comments, they was, because he said he did transportation.
Yeah.
Talking about, right?
No, I don't.
He said he put transportation. He said transportation, and somebody put in the comments, Uber or Lyft.
Say what?
Somebody put Uber or Lyft. Like that's what different trans.
Oh, damn. I didn't
I don't know if that's true. I don't know. I'm just saying. I just thought that was funny.
Saucy Nas says 3 married women. I ain't gonna lie. That was hilarious to me. The fact that Keith had been, because he said that all the women that he had met in the last 3 years were married. But then when he told us about his last relationship, she was married too.
That ain't his fault, is it? I mean,
but what is it about Keith that keeps attracting married women? Because
I met type of women this year. I didn't know what all they had in common. They weren't married women.
Have you ever went out with that many married women?
No.
Okay, I'm saying there's something wrong with that. That's why I sent you earlier today. I was on Instagram and there was a post that said,
"Oh, yeah.
The dating pool has married people in it."
Yeah, from what I hear,
Keith says the same thing. But I don't know. Let me tell you this. And you guys, ladies specifically, let me know what you think. I think that Keith is probably, because he is he's in shape, but he may not have much going on outside of being in shape. Women probably are looking at him as a jump off.
I never thought of that. Okay.
So those married women, it's kind of the same thing with you guys. So the married women, they probably got, because most 50-year-old men are not in the same shape as Keith. So they probably got a man at home that's not in good shape, probably can't, satisfy them. And so they probably are using Keith to drop off the goods.
What? You got Keith a boy toy out this month?
I am saying, Druzy said, I think that Keith has been, because think about it, when women are not with a man being at that age and not being stable. Another thing I noticed is that he kept saying he wanted to know what the woman was doing with her money. Why are you checking my pocket, sir? That made me feel like maybe Keith doesn't have anything
going on. It wasn't about
on.
the money, just was she responsible?
Nah.
He might have to be responsible with his money. Maybe that.
Nah, if he went to Dallas,
damn it.
It's a good 3.5 hour drive. I feel like women are looking at Keith as a maintenance man. If you agree with me, put an XO in the chat.
What's wrong with that?
Huh?
What's wrong with that?
I'm not saying anything's wrong with that, but you don't want to be in a relationship with a maintenance man.
He can't be in a relationship.
I'm saying I don't think people are looking at him as husband material. Women his age, I think they're looking at him. I think that's why he keeps getting it. The ladies are agreeing with me.
Okay. I don't know.
I'm not trying to be low, Caramel Fox. I'm not. I'm just saying I am assuming that if a man is in shape, but he's meeting women that are just using him for that.
So if he's in shape and
what am I gonna do with a 50-year-old in shape, not lay? I don't know. I mean,
Keith owns a barbershop. Hold on. He used to. You don't know. What does he do now?
He's a barber.
Right now?
I think so. I don't know about the transportation. I'm a little cleanup man. Okay, but not clean up. It's like to clean the pipes.
Oh, it's the.
I'm just asking. Thank you guys for having me. I'm just saying. There's a reason that he keeps attracting women that are married, because women, after a while, women are very specific about what they see as husband material.
But maybe he lives in a town where it's just a lot of married women. He can't help that.
It's New Orleans.
He lives in like that part of town in New Orleans. I don't know whatever ward that is.
Well, he's got transportation.
Okay.
All right, let's get into tonight's episode, because it's a lot. It was a lot of new people introduced, a lot of things happening. Okay, Trina M says he owns his own barbershop and has a transportation business.
There you go.
I don't know about all that. I think that's what he told us. Hey, Colton. Hey, I don't know. Living in Charlotte, I don't know that he has his own barbershop and a transportation business. People got to be careful about adding. Daddy said, who walking? I can't.
Oh, that's
hilarious. Okay, let's get into tonight's episode. All right, so we started off with the continuation of last week's the friends getting ready to leave.
Correct.
We've talked about this whole Ashley and Stormy thing ad nauseum, but I want to say I was glad that Tamika held Ashley accountable and said, the fact that you keep bringing up other women on the dates with these guys, like that shows there could be a little insecurity. And also shouts out to Ashley for acknowledging that she is struggling with her insecurity. I thought that was big of her.
It was.
Not, respond back defensively, but to admit that could have been a problem for her, because even the way she's moving, you mentioned that conversation where she was asking him about Zadia, and even when the guy was talking about Zadia. So you do have to have, dating takes, if you're not confident in yourself, dating period can be very difficult, because even if you don't have to see the people that your significant other or the person you're dating is dating, that they're doing it. So you really have to know who you are. So I love the fact that Tamika did not just let her get away with that and blame it all on Stormy. But I was confused as to why she kept Kirsten.
Well, he seemed to want to be kept. I mean, the way yeah. I thought he did.
Okay.
I could be wrong. He was feeding into her. He was shaking his head, nodding. He kind of dismissed Stormy. You know what I mean?
I don't think he dismissed Stormy.
I mean, he didn't like linger on that. He kept it moving and focused on Ashley. Yeah.
So you feel like he gave Ashley enough energy to where he was
I do. I mean, at that moment, at the end of at that moment, yes.
See, I agree with Rodney Childs. He says, nah, he just wants airtime. I don't think so. Also, I do believe Stormy, when Stormy said that she told Ashley after the date that she did not feel like he was really into her like that. And I feel like Ashley kept him maybe because she's attracted to him.
Right.
But I feel like even his behavior later on proves that he's not really into her, you know?
I don't know. He was into her in that dress that moment. Like I said, I don't know beyond that, but at that moment he was talking to her. He seemed to be into her. He was engaged. He was in her. I mean, I don't know.
I think he was attracted to her body in a dress.
We all were.
Okay. Well, the men were.
The men were.
Yeah, and any lesbians that we have watching, shouts out to you. But I'm just saying that women aren't attracted to her in the dress. I think she looked great. I think all the ladies do. Were you surprised that Vernisha let Jabari go?
Hell no. She been wanting to do that. You saw that. She been wanting to do it. It was hard for her to even say at that point. Yeah. I mean, been wanting to do that. She just didn't have nothing else. And then when she did, she went that way.
Yeah. Yeah. I was glad to see him go, and I was really proud of her too, because you could tell, like you said, it really was more about her not wanting to hurt his feelings and really being into him.
Right. And she was like, the friendship meant something to her, or means something to her.
Yeah.
So I thought that was cool. He saw it coming right there. He was just waiting for her to spit it out, but you saw the look on his face.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, damn it, man.
What do you think about his exit speech?
He didn't need to, but I mean, if it made him feel better after, it didn't mean to. He didn't need it.
Yeah. I think it's like, your ego is bruised a little bit, but I think he did know it was coming. But I also feel like the thing about it, at this age,
the friend tilted it though. I ain't gonna hold you.
How you think Liz tilted it?
Yeah, I mean, and rightfully she was right. She wasn't wrong, but she her friend there to do it because she wasn't gonna pull the trigger.
I think she was actually kind of feeling Tabari.
No, she definitely was. But it was just, you see how hard it was for that woman to say what she had to say.
But I feel like it was more Tabari than Liz.
You think?
I do. Because I feel like when he said, first of all, I do think that Jabari acknowledging that he wanted his woman at home with him in the bed, that was like, she was not going to do that.
Yeah.
And then when Tabari was talking about his lifestyle, she really was like, she's a breath of fresh air, like,
And what does he do, Tabari?
You remember we had some issues. It was he owns a radio station. He manages a restaurant and something else.
And he managed the restaurant and owned the
radio station. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Miss Pretty Amazing. Yeah. So I think she liked the fact that he had an entrepreneurial spirit and he was open to that. With Jabari. It was real estate. Thank you, G-Dub. Real estate. He did say real estate, manage a restaurant, and
owned.
That makes me a little concerned. But
that's a red flag in there. I'm just
for me it would be. For me, it would be a red flag, but obviously for Vernisha, maybe not. Yeah, I don't know about that. Realtor. Now we know realtors, your money can go up and down. Owning a radio station, I guess, what kind of radio station is this? If it's an internet blog site, okay. And then managing a restaurant, this is the thing that I have. And I want to say this before we get into some of the other ladies. I would ask you this question, and it's in the chat as well. The chat are also our co-hosts as well. It seems like women want a lot of time and a lot of money.
No, yeah. Do you think?
What is going on, ladies?
You think?
That's correct. Because to me, like, if a man has a lot of money,
you probably ain't got a lot of time.
But I do notice, because I did a conversation about this when Ebony K. Williams made the statement about not wanting to date a bus driver,
Right.
but being open to dating a man who owned a bus company.
Right.
And I'm like, if you date a man who owns a bus company, he probably is not going to have a lot of time.
Right.
But they wanted the time and the money.
I've been telling you this for years. I don't know why. I've been telling you this for years.
I'm just confused that the women are not aware, because I'm like, if a person really, first of all, anybody that manages a restaurant, their hours are going to be
right.
And then also a realtor and owns a radio station. It sounds like he doesn't have a lot of time. Trina says she has multiple jobs too: salon owner, insurance agent, and hookah event vendor. Okay, I did not know that, but I didn't know about the hookah event vendoring.
Okay.
That does explain, because we know Vernisha likes to be outside.
Right.
But yeah, you can't, like Issa, you cannot have both unless he's built the business already and not needed much. But that's usually an older person, right? Because people in their 40s are usually not, at least not, I mean, a very small percentage of people in their 40s are at the place where they can like pull away from their job. That's just something I'm a little concerned about with the dating.
But you see what I'm saying? That's a real. I noticed since you got married, now you start to believe everything I was saying. But when you were single, you ain't believe shit.
Don't call me out like that. No, but I do know that, because I know a lot of guys that make a lot of money and they don't have a lot of time. But I also know the women that are with those men usually understand you're gonna have to sacrifice something. And I think that's not in this particular show. I think that's one of my issues with the show is that I saw earlier online, this lady was saying, hey, you cannot say that you have a lot of options if all your options aren't what you want. So now the ladies are on this show and everybody's like, oh, it's my turn. It's the options are about me. But then they're realizing that it's not that you have so many options. It really is according to your standards. And if you're not getting a lot of options that fit your standards, maybe your standards are out of whack.
But can't you say the same thing for male and female ratio too?
What do you mean?
Like here in Atlanta, they say it's whatever the number is to each man, right?
Yeah.
But if they're not your type, is it the same? Is it still the same? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. We've said that. You've said that before, because I'm like, Atlanta, they say that, I remember I heard a guy told me there were 18 women to every man. And you were like, well, yeah, but I may not want all of those 18 women. So it really isn't that. It really is only what you want.
Right.
And I'm feeling like on this show, we're seeing the women are like, it's my choice, but you're not, most of the men are not really what they want. So that being said,
we have a few of those today.
Say it again.
We had a few of those tonight. Well, we at least one anyway.
A few. I think a few. It's definitely more than one. So let's talk about Ashley, because we already mentioned Kirsten and her going ahead and keeping him. I was surprised that she kept him. I think he might have been a little surprised. I think he was acting attracted to her. And I think my pastor told me something a long time ago. I've told you this before. In the moment, a man can be serious because he's attracted and he's zoned in. Mm-hmm. But if he's not sincere, he's not going to stay beyond that. So it's a difference between being serious and being sincere. So I feel like Kirsten was serious in that moment because he's looking at Ashley's body.
Right.
But afterwards, he's not really into her like that. And I think even hearing her like try to put him, like tell him, well, I'm trying to see if you're going to be here, like threatening the guy that it's just, I don't think that is, I think that Ashley's, some of the things that she said and how she's interacted with him has probably been a turnoff. At least
once he once he started to get to know her, then it's like, okay, well, you know, and that's where you hear the women be like, well, you was all talk to me first and then you just turned, and a lot of times it's because he got to know you.
Yeah, I hear that a lot. Girl was like, well, he was doing this all the time, but now he ain't keeping up. He go and well, I do think I agree with the chat that Kirsten is there for airtime, and I think he was there regardless. He would have been cool if they had told him he could have dated Stormy or anybody or even Zadia, right? I think Zadia just didn't like him because you remember on the date when he went on that date with Zadia, they didn't have a good connection.
They did.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't think he's really into Ashley. What did you think about her giving Donald another chance? Okay, Loyalty 55. She said Donald was looking good when he came back.
Why does Donald remind me a little of Adrian? I'm just gonna put
my Adrian?
Yes, it's something about him. You know, he's a good guy. I don't know, but I like Donald. He don't look nothing like him.
He don't remind me of my Adrian, but
you know him a different way than I do, obviously. I'm just saying.
I just look alike. Hey, Shay. Hey, Shay said hello, Mo. Yeah, I don't think he does, but I think he looks nice. I think he's attractive.
I like.
I think that he is probably the best fit for Ashley. I didn't know he was saying. I didn't expect him to say he looked like my Adrian.
No, like I said, he reminds of his mannerism, his demeanor, or something. He doesn't look like him.
No, yeah, okay. I don't think the demeanor either, but okay. But I do think Donald I think Donald was a better fit for Ashley than any of the other guys that they have put her on a date with.
Well, there's another guy that kind of he's more really on. He's just as I don't want to say goofy. The other guy she went out on a date with tonight.
The one she went out with. Oh, the principal.
Yeah.
You think he's on her level?
Well, yeah, I do.
Okay, I thought they had a good date, but I don't think she's as attracted to him.
Well, attraction and chemistry it's not necessarily the same thing.
I liked him. I liked the fact that he was a school principal, but very down to earth.
Yeah,
I thought that was dope.
They seem real silly together and funny and having fun, so I like that.
Kay says she doesn't think Donald really likes Ashley. You don't think so? I think Donald likes Ashley. I do think that she has to find somebody that's on her level. Like, I think she liked the fact that he said he didn't necessarily want to have kids, which is interesting to me because he is a school principal. So obviously he likes kids.
Well, he's so either, if he didn't, then it wouldn't bother him.
Yeah. I like that. I don't know. I guess I can tell that we know that Ashley's very attracted to Donald. So I think that's why I'm like excited. But I did like the school principal. I wasn't expecting him to be a principal. I ain't gonna lie.
No, that kind of threw me off a little bit.
I was not expecting him to be a principal. But yeah, I thought. What do you think of Kirsten not showing up at all at the?
That was a bad look, but I don't know. I don't know why I'm thinking that's going to make her more into him for doing that. I don't know.
I don't think so because Ashley was cut. She said that's why she cut Donald off, which I thought I didn't think that was a smart move anyway. But I mean, I feel like you got to realize with this reality show, the guys are picked. They're not asking. They're not asking to be paired up with certain people, as we're going to see later. But
I honestly think the producer did that on purpose.
You think so?
I'm saying that to myself. Don't they drop them off and pick them up? That's what that's what Who Lazy said. They picked him up. And because he got transportation service, so obviously he don't need no ride.
Yeah, Rosie in the middle said Kirsten is showing her rather than saying he isn't interested. Guys do that all the time, and women do not pick it up.
Hold on, say that again.
She said he is showing her rather than telling her that he isn't interested. I think a man's actions tell you everything you need to know. My mom always told me that. Listen to what he says and watch what he does. If the two don't align, it's a no.
That's
It's a
right.
no. It's a no. And I feel like with Kirsten, it's obviously a no. I don't know about this new guy. Now, she said that Donald's been calling every day and been putting in the work. I feel like women, and I'm not gonna lie, I get excited over little things too. So he picked her up and turned it around, and women all like that. I don't know if y'all know that, but we all like that. Did you know that we like that?
Who you talking to me?
Yes. Who else am I gonna be talking to?
I know. I wanted to say something so bad.
No, say it. Say it.
Nothing.
No, go ahead, say it, Mo.
I mean, my arms aren't that bad. I can't pick too many people up, but I could try.
I did know it was going to be something like that. I'm like, you got to pick a girl. You have to pick a girl that you can pick up and turn around.
Under a certain weight, I could do
that. But you like under a certain weight. Gumboss says, Mo, how was the yak?
You know what? I didn't do it yet. I might do it when. Nah, I didn't do it yet. I might do it for Thanksgiving. Nearest house.
Okay. All right. He hasn't. That was our birthday gift. Yes. That was our birthday gift to Mo. Okay. So moving off of Ashley. So we have Donald. Hopefully she'll get rid of Kirsten. I feel like she will.
I have the sneaky suspicion she will not.
You don't think so? If she don't.
This way, if she wants an explanation, she does it.
Oh, can you explain that, Mo? Explain that to the ladies now.
If you sit there and you want an explanation, I know I could work my way back in. Damn. Yeah. If you want an explanation, that means you're willing to hear what I got to say, and I got a shot.
Damn it, man. He's telling the truth. That's why I told him to tell y'all, because I know it's true.
So he guy's like, well, I just want to know why I need closure. And that's when you start.
Damn it, man. I got a friend that told me, he was like, if a girl busts you cheating on her, but she wants to talk.
Yep.
Then he said, he was like, and then I just flip it around and be like, if you're gonna stay, then we're moving on. If you want to keep talking about this and you're gonna leave, I ain't gonna talk. And the girl will be like, then you flip it around and the girl is now begging you to stay and talk.
Yeah.
They be mentally messing with us, ladies. You gotta know the game. You gotta know the game.
That's how you gotta do it. If you're gonna do it. I'm not recommending that. I'm just saying.
And how do you know this? How do you know this to be true, Mo?
You know, I've seen a couple of things. I've been through a couple of things.
That's not true, Gun Boss. That's not true. And our personal is not for this. Okay. And that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. But anyway, yes. So if we see Ashley in a scene going back and forth with Kirsten, you're saying that.
Yeah, you got to drop it right now while it's hot. Don't turn back. Don't answer no phone calls. You just got to do it. You just got to do it, man. If you wanted something, that means to me, it means it's your shot. It's a shot.
All right. Well, I feel like Ashley's going to talk to Kirsten. I hate that, but I do feel like that. I feel like she likes Donald, but I feel like it's just the look. And we've already said that, like, if you're attracted to somebody, it's harder to, make them, hold them to the same standard. Speaking of being attracted, let's talk about Zadia. Zadia's date. She does not want to go out on any more dates. It's very obvious. She does not. And I definitely don't think that she was attracted to the guy that Tamika set her up with. But
as soon as he walked through the height, that was the first thing.
She did, because she said, I want she has to be 6 feet. Yep. And then he was not 6 feet. Let's just say that.
He had a what?
Nothing. He obviously just wasn't her type. He obviously wasn't Zadia's type.
And was she a little bit But that's what women do though when they're not interested. It wasn't like she did what a lot of women do. She was short. She was
I feel like she was kind of, at least from the edit. This
yeah,
may be the edit. I feel like she was being a little bit.
difficult.
I feel like she was being like she didn't. She was obvious she didn't really want to be there. Like
Right.
it was really obvious she did not want to be there. I
But
I agree.
who when they don't want to be there?
What?
That's what people do.
Yeah, but I don't think that's cool though. You're on a
No,
dating show. You're on a dating show. You've been at, you're on a dating show. You have agreed to the process. So
right.
the guys they set you up with, there's no reason to be shitty with them because that you're not attracted to them. Like when I was dating, I would go. You know how you talk to people online, and then they come to meet you. I'm never going to be rude to a person because they haven't done anything besides come to meet with me. Why would I be rude to them? That's the thing. And I think, a lot of times girls are rude to men they don't like. And I feel like it's cool because somebody's going to not like you. And what if they treated you like that? Like it's unnecessary.
I
I
think
feel like you could be sweet and then, wrap the date up and go and just say I don't want to see him anymore. That's it. I just feel like it was a little too much attitude for no reason.
$200 later.
Huh?
I said $200 later. Be like, yeah, it's a lot easier for women to be rude when they're not paying for it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. I'm asking you. Did you think it was an issue that she was being?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. She was short, a little cold. Yeah.
okay. Adrian says you should go on the show as a curveball. I agree.
Who? Ain't going. Hell no. I think that she could have been a little nicer about it, you know. But I think she was as nice as she is. Probably nice for her.
I guess. I don't think that's necessary. What did you think about her? I thought she looked beautiful. I loved her pink dress at her birthday celebration. What did you think about Cam not showing up and not calling for the birthday celebration?
I felt a little bad.
Felt
But
bad.
also, once again, I think the producers did this.
You think you know what? I didn't think about that. I did not think about that.
Thing that kept running through my mind. They're doing this.
I don't know. I don't know.
They pick him up and drop him off. Christal, what else they gonna do?
But I mean, why didn't? But he couldn't call and told her. He could have called and told
You
her.
don't know what they told her. Told him the wrong date. I'm telling you, they got a hand in this. I'm
We're
telling you.
trying to watch this show around production, like we're trying to watch it around
Right.
curveballs that production are throwing in here. I just want to believe that because you're right, that is really weird and out of character for him.
Thank you. He's a solid guy. To me, he seems, he doesn't seem funny.
Yeah. He seems very interested in her. The date that they had before, it was like totally a shock that he wouldn't come out because I also feel like, again, what I said to my point earlier, men that have money don't have time. He's a doctor, he's working on a business. He's not going to have a lot of time. And then she was like, well, I just want to know, is this going to be a thing? Girl, yeah. Do you want a successful man?
Well, she had a successful man with the other dude. If she wanted him, she didn't like him. She likes this one, and for whatever reason, he didn't show up and it bothered her. I felt a little bad for her.
No, I feel bad for it too, but I feel like you're right. If production did it, that's dirty. But I just it's kind of strange how come he could not have
He's been
text.
everywhere else, but
He's been everywhere else. You're right. And then on her birthday,
come on, man.
they could be trying to make a story.
Yeah, come
I
on.
guess we gotta wait till next week.
Yeah, I was trying to see any signs for the coming of the show. I couldn't see. I couldn't tell.
No, I couldn't see that either. But it was very odd. But I don't. You got Adrian said we got to find you a woman. I'm ready to be a groomsman. He doesn't want. I don't. Mo, how soon? Well, some people are angry about us chatting out about our personal life, but I don't really care because this is my channel, so I don't care. What timeline? If you met the woman this weekend, right? You got this date, you got a weekend. How soon would you be looking to actually propose if you felt like she was the right one?
That is crazy talk.
Please, crazy talk.
That is crazy talk. You can't time these things.
I'm just saying, what is your timeline like before, if you really were excited and felt like she was the one?
Now, this age right now.
Yes, at this age, not.
Well, before I would have said a few years. I don't know, maybe 9 months. That's what long it take the baby, right? Not 9 months, possibly within a year.
Within a year. Okay, all right. So Adrian, there's hope if we can find him a girl, but before the end of the year. Before the end of the year, are you going on this date with the girl you were excited about?
What was I excited about? Oh, the girl I was just showing you pictures of her. I didn't do that. I didn't make any appointments for that. I didn't make a date with it. I was showing you the pictures, and you didn't even tell me the information I needed to know.
I did, because I saw you send me the other pictures, and I agree with your concern.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm cool on that.
Is that the one you were talking about, though, that you said you were working on?
No, it was another one. But listen, you've been getting me in trouble lately. Listen, some of them watch this show. Don't do that.
Anyway, all right, let's talk about Sharice, because she let our boy Keith go. And I was rooting for Mizell. And Mizell turned on me.
Damn it, man.
Mizell turned on us. That was wild. That was wild. All right. So I knew there was going to be a problem when all of the guys came to the mixer to introduce themselves to Zadia. I was like, somebody's man is going to like somebody else. I knew it.
He showed up, boy.
He showed up, and Mizell, the only one said little Mizell. He showed up, and he started hitting on Bernicia.
Now, was that well, it's no excuse for it, so I can't even.
I mean, I guess they don't know if okay.
Maybe he saw her giving the other guy rhythm and was like, well, if you're going to do that, it's still no excuse.
I don't think she was even giving the other guy rhythm, though.
She wasn't, but he was all in her face. He was funny, by the way. We should talk about him. He was.
Let's talk about the date. I ain't gonna lie. I did not think, thank you, Miss View. I did not think that when he walked in, I didn't think she was going to like him. But they actually had a good conversation.
There you go.
I was surprised. I was like,
he wasn't going to like her.
I just didn't think that was going to be her type. He just didn't seem, she's very clear about she wants a very well-dressed. She's kind of like, she like Maurice's style, really, honestly.
Okay.
And that was not what this guy was. What was his name? I don't even remember.
We're talking about the pharmacist?
Yes.
What was his name? Dan Z?
What?
That's him?
Say it again.
Dan Z?
Dan Z. Dan Z. Yeah.
I had to read that. I had to write it down.
So you had to put the thing out.
I know. My eyes are bad. I can't. It's either that or I'm working on getting some other glasses.
Put those on. No, it's okay. Dan Z. Okay. All right. We know. We understand. We understand what it is. All right. So Dan Z, when he sat down with the weird, did y'all see Sharice's face when he said that he was a street pharmacist?
Right.
And she was like, and then he was like, I'm just kidding. I feel like a big issue with the women, and you can tell me what you think, is if you are too serious, it's not a good sign. It's just not a good sign for you to
be. Who is too serious?
If a woman is too serious, like if you can't take a joke.
Yeah.
It's too much. It's too much.
It's a bad thing.
Yeah. Oh, Mo is all the way a YouTuber now. Aromatic. Mo is all the way. You see that background? You see that microphone? Mo has become a whole YouTuber.
I'm working on, you know what I'm working on something, but
yeah.
But I think at dinner at the date he came off I liked him at the other part was something else, but I think there he came off cool. He was fly. He was talking to her. He was engaged. I liked him then.
Then, right. And then when he came to I feel like the difference when he came to the group party is it was a lot of women around. It was other people around. And maybe he ain't as confident as, maybe he's not as confident in that setting. So he just was drinking and out of control when he was out of control.
Oh, man.
When she checked him, I was like, oh, Jesus. This ain't good. She said, did I tell you could touch me like that? I was like,
hey.
What was he doing, you think? You think he was rubbing on her back or something?
No, he might have just even she could have gave him a look and it would have said the same. I don't know. That was kind of, but that's her body. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, she went all the way.
But even that, just he was just all over the place. That shocked me.
But he was drinking though. When you give people liquor,
you are a pharmacist.
Huh?
No, medical. What is he though? He's a medical.
He's a pharmacist.
But he's like the higher up. He's not in there cutting pills and not making pills. He's doing something else. I forgot what it was.
We don't know what he's doing. We know what he told us.
That's
all these people on this show. I don't believe half of what they say.
There you go.
Because it all.
Well, women seem to be doing good though.
No, the women. I'm talking about the men. I'm definitely talking about the men. The women. It's verifiable, right?
Do you think they're doing that on purpose?
No, I think that's just. I keep telling people this every week. I don't think, and I think this week just proves my point. Most men that are worth having would not go on a reality show because that's just not the way real men really operate. Now you're going to find some, there's always going to be outliers, but for the most part, a good guy who's got himself together is not going to go on a reality show to find a date.
You know why? Because he already got them.
Why won't you go on the show, Mo?
Huh? Well, I would never.
Exactly.
Never.
Exactly. Adrian, would you ever have gone on a show? And
I already got them.
You already got women. Trust me, I know my husband already had a lot of options. We've talked about them. And I talk about them probably more than he wants to. But no, seriously, it's just not, it doesn't make any sense. So it just, you're going to get some that want some airtime. You're going to get some that, but I mean.
Why do you think they want the airtime? The men?
Because they're trying to get more.
You know what I mean?
You saw how Who Lazy was showing off the guns. I actually think
lazy, but we started to.
I actually think that he would be a good man for the right woman. The right woman.
That girl you introduced me to.
Which one, Mo?
The girl with the
loose boots.
No, no, the other one.
Okay, the earthy.
Yes.
No.
See that go together?
No, she would not at all. Not at all.
No? Okay.
No, she used to be a whole professional cheerleader for an NFL team. No.
I mean, she works out, right?
But she used to be a whole cheerleader for a professional NFL team. No. Women cannot go back once they've been exposed to a certain lifestyle. No. It may be like, I'm a minimalist, I'm a minimalist, but I still want to know that I can have what I want.
Not making her own deodorant, she can.
You know what?
I'm just saying.
I'm not hooking you up with any more people. I'm out of the hooking up business. I tried to hook Shay up. I'm not hooking nobody else up. Y'all are not my hookups. I've been striking out. I'm done. I'm definitely not hooking you up no more. Not doing it.
I didn't, Christal. You wanted to hook me up because you wanted me to do the opposite of what I did.
I didn't. I thought they were nice women. I wanted you to go out with somebody that didn't have an attitude.
Very sweet women.
So I'm saying though, can you at least acknowledge that I did hook you up with women that were sweet?
Oh, absolutely.
So I'm saying you always be trying to get them bad bitches.
That's who like me.
No, you be liking them.
No.
You be liking them. I'm out, Shay. Trust me, I'm out. You already know what I want for you. Anyway, all right, let's get back to let's get back to Sharice and
Peace.
Sharice and okay, so Danzy obviously's got to go. She's not going to like him, right?
Absolutely not.
Not going to like him. My problem is, what do you think about the way Mizell? I feel like he should have said something to Sharice as opposed to just ghosting her and then hitting up Vernisha.
There's something missing. We're forgetting something is missing. I don't know what it is. And I'm not justifying because he's dead wrong if that's what he did. And she has the proof, so the receipts. But there's something missing. I would hate to think that he would just, for no apparent reason other than he finds Sharice attractive, that he went and did that. Vernisha attractive, pardon me, that he went and did that.
Are you serious?
No, I mean, because you're on national television, you're gonna look crazy.
But he don't think about it like that. He was actually hitting on Vernisha. Like he actually was hitting her up, calling her, and making a date with her. So
no, but what I'm saying is, like,
and Sharice, I mean, Sharice said that she hadn't heard from him.
I did kind of chuckle at that part. I'm not going.
Why did you chuckle about it?
I don't know why.
I don't like Sharice, which is weird.
No, it's not that I don't like her. I just don't think she's ready for love. Ready to love. Neither is Ashley.
Neither is Ashley.
That's all. I don't have a problem with her. You know.
You have a problem with her eyebrows.
This is true. But that has nothing to do with her personally. Your eyebrows is like that. I just say the same thing about you.
Did you just do me? Okay, I'm gonna let you have that one.
No, if they were.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying mine were. I was like, damn, Bo.
Oh no, if.
All right.
I think we're missing something. And I think the next episode we're gonna find out what that was. He did not call her. I mean, think about it. How bold can you be to talk to one woman than the woman she lives in the house, and you're doing it on national TV and think you're gonna come out looking.
I don't think it's a missing link. I feel like, and I want to ask you this because Mizell seemed like he was really enjoying the date, right?
Right.
But I don't feel like her energy is making the men feel calm and like really into her. I feel like on the date she's not able to really relax because
you've been saying that the whole time.
I know, but I feel like it's still true. Yeah. What do you think why would he feel? Did you notice that? I did want to bring up another point. The first thing that Danzy said when Sharice asked him what was he looking for, he said he was looking for peace in a woman, right? A woman that was peaceful, a woman that I don't feel like the men that she's going
get that.
What?
You know that woman she ain't ready for that.
I feel like the only woman on that show that seems like she would be peaceful would be Vernisha.
Cool. Yeah. What's the name? Yeah, too.
You want to say Zadia, but that's not peaceful.
I know what you're saying, but I haven't
No. Even how you could tell she's attracted to Cam, okay. But she tried to ask him about his exes, and he was like, he deaded that. And then she'll say little things, but I mean, it's not a peaceful vibe. It's an attractive vibe.
Okay, that's fair.
Katie says, but Vern is out. She's outside. What peace? I'm just saying, as far as like conversating with a man, like just because you gotta.
Oh, that's not a peace of mind, though. I see what you're saying. I don't know who said that, but I see what she's saying. So if he's in the bed at 9:00.
She's in the streets.
He's going to the bathroom, let's say 11:30. She's not there. That's not peace.
But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about as far as just a conversation. Because that could be could be an issue with Vernisha down the line. True. But I'm saying, like, when you go on a date with somebody, like, Why are you making things difficult on a date? That's why I don't understand it. Huh?
Competitive.
Combative, yeah.
Yeah.
What is that? Like, to me, that's the problem. I don't understand why a date has to be like this. Like, no.
I mean, but if one person is not feeling it, I guess that's their way of, it's hard to get them to, well, at least enjoy the date, even though I'm not interested in this person. You got cameras in your face. You just be like, ugh,
I feel like your personality is your personality is your personality. I don't feel like I feel like the camera magnifies stuff, but it doesn't create it.
Okay.
I mean, I've gone out with guys that would be like, ooh, oh, I remember this one guy. He was like really anti-religious, and he wanted to argue about religion, and I was like, I don't want to argue about religion. What it was he had a sister that had passed away. And so he said he didn't believe in God because his sister passed away, but he was angry still, you know, and that's just not date talk. Like, and so I put him, I put him in my phone as angry Jesus dater. So I didn't answer the phone when he called because he was just so angry. And it was really because he was hurt. But my point is, like, when you're on a date, nobody wants to argue on a date or be like too picked apart.
That's true. I guess but when something touches your nerves, sometimes you just can't help but you don't like something or you're passionate about something, it's kind of hard to hold that back, especially if somebody's on the opposite side of that passion.
So let me ask you this.
Too.
If you go on a date, if you were, I'm telling you, G-Dub, that it was in my phone, Angry Jesus Dater, so I did not answer the phone because I've started to put people's description of them in my phone so I don't answer when they call when I was dating. So I would be like, no, hell no. So when the phone ring, it just be like, hell no. So I just know not to answer because sometimes you may get there may be two Davids or something like that. Anyway, I don't have to worry about that anymore. I'm glad. But I'm just giving y'all my secrets to the things I was doing when I was dating. But Mo, say you went on a date and the girl is like, okay, so what do you do for a living? And then she's making you feel like she's trying to see if you are good enough to be out with her. What is your energy going to be like?
Christal, that's every other day I go on.
So tell us, how do you deal with it?
Nah, just feed off the energy. A lot of them, they play it cool or they're cool with it, or, you can feel the energy. You just deal with it. I mean, it's going to be over. At least it cost me $200 to get that energy, or $300 or whatever this thing
but
is.
What are you is it off-putting for you, or is it?
I mean, if it's follow-up questions about the same thing, then yeah. If you're just like, oh, okay, and you keep it moving, then no. Sometimes it's how it's said, and you keep following up. Well, oh, this, that, and they keep going deeper and deeper in it. That's when you know, oh, this is about, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What you do or your title. It's the same thing when I told you before, like when you come in with a title, a lot of times why guys announce themselves with titles, then women tend to respect you a little bit more, or they carry you a little bit different until you say something stupid maybe, but they'll hold you in a different light. Opposed to
I don't think I guess let's ask the chat. What do you guys think? We had this conversation like 2 weeks ago where Mo said that he feels like when a guy has a certain title, like say your title is
CEO of
VP of sales and marketing. I didn't like dating entrepreneurs because I knew entrepreneurs didn't have any time. If you're a real entrepreneur, it's hard because I know I don't have any time. And if you don't have any time and I don't have any time, how are we going to do that?
Title that matters. If you go to your friend Shay, and Shay comes to you and was like, I met this guy, one of your first two questions to her is, what does he do? Half the women I know, I don't even know what they do. There's women I dated for years, I didn't know what they did.
That's because men don't care about that.
Right.
Shay said if you have to lead with a title, is BS.
No, I didn't say you have to. I said it becomes a different respect or a different, they tend to hold you or carry you in a different light when you say owner of this, CEO of that, opposed to, it's the boss and worker thing.
I don't know, because I feel like when I hear somebody say, like for instance, Tabari, with Tabari saying I own a radio station, I'm automatically calling BS.
Well, that's because he said the restaurant manager, and you know that two don't go together. That's the reason why you said that.
Yeah, but I also live in a city where people lie about what they do. So somebody was like, well, yeah, I own a such and such company, but you know, it just doesn't mean anything unless you actually are there. You could own some this, and that's the thing with women, really about judging people by initially like that. If a person says he owns something, but it's just getting off the ground, he may not have any money at that time. He may not have any expendable cash at that time, right? So I'm not saying date somebody that doesn't have any money, but I'm like, you can't really judge a person. If they're an entrepreneur, their money is going to go up and down. No such thing as saying, I want to own, or I want him to own his own and his money doesn't go up and down. Shay about the only entrepreneur I know whose money don't go up and down. The rest of us, we can have a good month, we can have a bad month. Like, that's just life. It just depends on what your business is. Now, if you own, okay, Nappy Republic, yours doesn't go up and down. She says she owns a domestic engineering company. Oh, well, okay. All right, cool. But but if you're in, like, I got another girlfriend, she's an entrepreneur and her money doesn't go up and down, but she owns a software development company. So she goes and she makes $500,000 a year. Her money doesn't go up and down, but she doesn't have time. And she has to fly 6 weeks here, 6 weeks there. So it's really not like, to me, you really can't judge what a person's expendable income, because a lot of times women are trying to figure out how much money you can spend on them. And if he's an entrepreneur, chances are some of his money is tied up in his business. I don't know.
I'm just saying, if the dudes are going with what works, whether they did it or they know somebody that did. So when you got them leading with titles, that's because a lot of times it works. By the time she does find out, he's halfway or all the way to what he really wanted in the first place.
I agree with J-Dub. I can agree. I can appreciate the honesty Cam was given. I think it was unfortunate when they were trying to make him seem like, well, do you have time? Because it's interesting. Tonight with the principal, Ashley was upset with Box, which obviously that probably wasn't a match, but he was fun.
Right.
Because he said he had just got out of a relationship 3 months ago. This guy today said he is a school principal and he hadn't been in a relationship for 10 years. And she was like, oh.
See, it's like, God, you get 10, right. Thank you. I'm glad you pointed that out.
It's like, where are we at? If he's a principal, chances are, and he's young, I know, because I know people that are principals, it takes a lot of hours to go from being a teacher to a principal. So I can see why he might not have been in a relationship for 10 years. He's probably been focused on his career, right? Because he's been able to really accelerate that track to get to being a principal. But that was a turnoff, which was crazy to me. Like, I mean,
he didn't say he didn't date. He just wasn't in a relationship. That's
right. I'm saying that was weird that she would take that as negative. I think that women have to stop judging based on what happened in your past. That's too much. That was too much.
Thank
you. Anyway, next week, I don't know. Vernisha, do you think Vernisha is going to go out with Mizell?
Hell no.
That's not Vernisha's type.
It's not?
I don't think so.
Well, I guess I'm going on look wise. They look good. They look like they could be a couple, like, look wise. And then he was dancing. She liked to be out. I'm assuming.
Well, the other guy she didn't like because she said he seemed really nervous. He was sweating a lot.
He was a little goofy.
Sweating. But I mean, it's on TV and cameras. And you're right, Danny. He did get her number. She did give him the number, so maybe she is interested in him.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah, that's what what's her name should have asked. Maybe she did.
Well, no, she did. She because they told each other. They knew when they first started. You remember that the guys have the opportunity.
Right.
It's everybody. It's just trying to figure it out. So I don't know. I don't think Bernicia would take him seriously. But then I don't know. We'll see. I guess we'll see. We'll see next week. I felt bad for Sharice though, because that's got to hurt her feelings. She ain't gonna admit it, but that had to hurt her feelings. Don't laugh. Why are you laughing? No laugh.
This is how she said it.
What?
This is how she said it when she was like, "Well, he didn't call."
Why are you laughing about that? That is not funny.
Laughing at what happened. It's just how she said it.
You're still laughing. It's horrible. I think that would be embarrassing. I would be embarrassed, but I mean, I wouldn't act like I was embarrassed. I would keep it moving, but that is embarrassing. I don't think it's because I think it's because Sharice is just not really good at dating. Maybe because she's just not ready.
Thank you. I keep saying that. It's not, I don't think she's a bad woman. I just don't think whatever that is, she has to get it out of her system. But she wears it on her face.
That's the thing. She wears it. She wears it. She wears it.
Yeah.
I feel like everything that is wrong with you, it comes out somehow when you're.
How old is she?
She's like 44.
See what I'm saying? Like, it makes her look old. I don't want to say that, but she just wears it.
But I feel like it's, yeah.
What is it called? Scowl? What is it? How you pronounce it?
The resting bitch face.
Oh no! I wasn't even trying to go. I wasn't even going to try to say that.
A scowl.
Yeah, that's how you say it.
Yeah, I mean, you could say a person's face is like they're scowling, but
yeah, that's what she has when I see her. I just want to cheer her up, but I don't know what to do. Because I'm like, I don't.
Yeah. So, have you ever met a girl that wasn't really open at first, but the more you got to know her, you thought, "Oh, I'm glad that I did not give up on getting to know her."
Like trying to just as a friend, cool.
No, like as well, it could be a friend, but even like as someone you went out on a date with. Well, because you tend to date girls that are. No. I think of a girl that you dated right now, that had that energy.
It did not, but you know what? And I'm glad you said that because that was the lesson I learned. I seen that energy pointed towards everybody else, and it was never towards me. And I was like, as long as it ain't toward, it never came to. But when it did, and my lesson was eventually it will be me, and that's what I had to learn.
When you went out on a first date with her, was she pleasant?
Yeah, but the first date she had a car trouble, so we went to the mechanic shop.
Oh, so you were helping her, so of course she was.
But I helped her, but we went to the shop, and how she talked to the mechanic was crazy. I was like really crazy. And he was looking at me. I'm like, hey, man, I deal with this. I made it seem like we was together for a while. I was like, imagine. Yeah. But that was our first time, So
that was a red flag waving in the.
It was lesson learned. I know, but I take that with me now. Like if I see a woman that's rude to the wait staff at a restaurant or something, mm-hmm. I'm not cool with that. That's a turnoff. Because eventually that will be me.
But do you not care that she's just a rude bitch, period?
Yeah, no, I've learned that through that situation that you're talking about. Yeah, absolutely.
She was a hoe. When I tell y'all, whoo, oh, Lord Jesus.
But
that's why I tried to fix you up with the sweet girls. So one of them her leg didn't fill out her boot. Okay. That was not her fault.
First of all, that wasn't the issue with the boot.
But you mentioned it.
No, it was a whole glitter boot, Christal. She came by. I showed you the picture.
I saw it.
It was a whole. I thought she had a show to perform at after she. I don't know what she had. She had a one-piece jumpsuit with a. That was your.
I don't want it. I don't want her to know if she ever watches this
that was your friend. And you since sent me.
People. Ilmatic says you'll be looking for defects. I think so. All right, it is late. It is 11:05. We got to get out of here. But I am coming back, you guys. I have an interview that I'm excited about Monday at 8 with Vanessa Ryder from Basketball Wives. I don't know if anybody watches Basketball Wives now, but trust me, this interview is definitely worth tuning into. It's going to be a tell-all. She has a lot of receipts that I think are going to be interesting. So we're doing another exclusive Monday at 8. I also have a full-length interview with Cynthia Bailey that's coming. I know I've dropped some of that content, but we have a full-length interview coming as well. And thank you so much, The Only One. She says, have a great evening, Christal and Mo. No defect detected. I'm good. We want. I know the people want to hear about the date, so we need you to go on a date so that we can come back and talk about it. And for next week. So that's your homework, is to make sure that you go on a date before next Friday. Okay.
I'm working on something.
You're off, so you can go on a date. Come on.
Yeah, no, I'm working on something. I got to figure out what's the day. I'm trying to put content together for the other thing I'm doing, and I got a lot of time.
All right, Scorpio.
Oh, and just in case I don't see everybody in the meantime, happy Thanksgiving.
Absolutely. Well, hopefully we'll come back. I definitely would love to get another midweek interview in. I don't know if we'll do it because it will be Thanksgiving week, but we'll see if we can get another one of the guys to stop by. I really want to talk to Maurice. I'm gonna just put that out there in the universe. I'm gonna do a little detective work because I really want to hear.
Yeah, somebody named Christal. I know one of y'all got his Instagram.
I'm sure somebody knows his Instagram. Somebody told us he was on a billboard.
They did say that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some research and see if we can get Maurice on, because I'm fine with saying if I was wrong. I just want to have a conversation.
Wrong about what?
I could have been wrong about him being, full of it. We'll see.
Could be right too.
We could be right. We could be wrong. We love to talk to everybody. But you guys, please tune in Monday at 8 for the conversation with Vanessa Ryder, and Mo and I will be back. Okay, Druzy, send it to me. And if Tendai is on here, please let me know that you got your beauty pack. We're going to start that again next week. We're going to be sending another beauty pack out to a guest, to a subscriber. So stay tuned for that. Mo, what you doing this weekend?
I don't know. I know I got to get some stuff together for this content. I might be going out real quick to Alabama and back. I don't know.
Is that a date?
Nah, guys. You know what? I should have one. I just thought about something, but we'll talk about that. But nah, I don't.
Okay. All right. Well, have a good one. I will see you guys back here Monday at 8. And Mo, I will see you later this week.
Gotcha.
All right. Y'all be good. Bye.